Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing set number 80105, Chinese New Year Temple Fair. This is obviously part of LEGO's Chinese New Year sub-theme. It has 1,664 pieces and it released in the US in mid-January 2020 for $120. That's a fantastic value based on piece count, and now let's get started by looking at all of those minifigures because they are amazing. So first up is the guy that runs the little food stall. You can see that he's wearing a little uniform. The characters on his apron there say Shao Kao, which means barbecue, which makes sense because he's running the barbecue stall. Now his face isn't new, it's a very common one, but I do like his hat. And overall, I just really like this figure because I think it's a nice color scheme. This is just like a random civilian character. I really like the torso print. The face print isn't bad either. The hairpiece is Emmett's from the Lego Movie in black, which has only otherwise come in a Flintstone set to my knowledge, and there is no alternate face for him. Here's another generic minifigure. She looks like she could have just been pulled out of Lego City, which is where that torso originated. I don't like her as much. I think that she doesn't look as good as the other civilians in this set, but you can see that she does have a little bit of back printing, although there is no alternate face for her either. This character has a much better torso than the last, in my opinion. I really like the torso printing, and he's holding a kebab from the barbecue stall. I think that that's a great build. It's really cute how they do it with just two hollow studs and then that little Technic like beam piece, or not beam. It's like a stopper. Like, you guys know the piece I'm talking about. It goes on the end of axles. But you can see that he does have a little bit of back printing, and he does have like the puking or like mouthful alternate face, which is really cute. This is another generic figure. I like that torso print. I first saw it in like the bricks and pieces bin in another Lego store. I like the hood printing on the back as well, and he does not have an alternate face either, but I do like his main face a lot. I don't think I've seen it before. I like this minifigure as well. I think he's got a great torso print with that checkered shirt with the banana underneath. You can see that he's holding a baby bottle for the baby that we'll look at in just a second. I really like this main face print of him like with his mouth open. There is nice back printing, and he also does have an alternate face. This is probably my favorite minifigure of the set. She's got a nice torso print, but I just really love that hair hat combo. It's returning from Hidden Side, but this is the first time it's been recolored. So it's got sand blue for the hat and then orange for the hair. And it just looks so great. I really, really like that piece. And so seeing it recolored for the first time is just a fantastic treat for this set. And that alternate face is just adorable. I'll show it with the hat too. But I mean, she's just so happy. Here is that baby that I mentioned. The two minifigures before it are the baby's parents. I don't think this is exclusive. I believe it appeared in the Winter Village Fire Station in this same little outfit. But it's really cute, and I always love getting new Lego babies. I mean, because this is new to me, even if it's not a new print. You also get this little stroller for the baby, so you can put it in right there. And then a minifigure can hold onto the handlebars, except it's quite huge next to a figure. So while it is a good design, I do think it's oversized. So that's it for the generic civilians. Now, the rest of the figures are the same figures as the family from the Chinese New Year's Eve dinner set from 2019, with different outfits. So I really love that. This is the dad of the family. He's holding, I think they're meant to be like candies on a stick from the food stall. And you can see that he has that scarf piece recolored into red, which is great. These sets recolored it for the first time. I really love this, like just bringing in the family in different outfits. I think it's a great way to bridge the Chinese New Year sets, and I really hope they return with new variants in the 2021 sets if we're getting any. There's a better look at his torso print, and he does have an alternate face, which I think is also really cute. Here's the mom. Now, I really love her torso print as well, because I don't know how common it is. The only other set that I've seen it in is the Ideas Treehouse set, although I'm pretty sure it's come in others. But I think it's just a great torso print, and I also really like seeing her purse. I don't think we see that bag mold a lot anymore, and I think it's a really great piece, so I'm glad to see it. She's using the Black Widow hair in black. I've always loved that piece, and I love getting it in black. And I don't believe she has an alternate face. Nope. This is definitely my second favorite figure of this set. This is the daughter. Now, her face print is adorable. She's got like a little puffy like vest or puffy jacket on because it's winter. We got that scarf piece again. The hair piece is great. And she's holding a little hongbao, which is like those red envelopes for Chinese New Year that kids get money in. And the character on the front is for Fu, which means fortune or blessing. And I really love that. I used to live in China. I mentioned that in my Lion Dance review. And I remember getting these envelopes like for Chinese New Year for a large part of my childhood. So I love seeing this stuff in Lego. It's just crazy to me. And that hairpiece is so cool. I believe it was first from a minifigure series from like series 18, but it's just a great piece. And with the scarf removed, you can get a better look at her torso print as well as her alternate face. Here's the sun. Now, the hat is not new. It was like first found in like the city Arctic theme, but it's the first time I'm getting one of them and I really love it. It's extremely detailed. It's dual molded. His face is much more common. I don't know how rare the torso is. He's also holding one of those Hongbao pieces. So again, those are great pieces to get. And around the back, you can see that there is a little hoodie printing. And I think he has an alternate face, being sad. Yeah, like I said, it's not a very rare face, but here is what the inside of the hat looks like, so you can see how it is dual molded, and I think that that's a really great piece, and so I'm really glad that I finally have my hands on one of them. Here's the grandpa. In this set, he's operating the little like shadow puppet theater stall, and as you can see, he's holding a dragon head and a nano figure on a stick as his accessories. That's a great feature. Like, you know, it seems like the family's coming to like see the grandpa at like the stall that he's operating at, like this little fair. So I think that's a really cute story. Now his torso and leg printing is fantastic. That's like the same as the other characters printing. Same as this guy's printing, but in a different color. So I really like that variation. Hairpiece is not rare. The face, I believe, was new for this character in 2019, but I'm not 100% sure. And he has no alternate face. Here's the grandma. She's a little bit of a more boring figure to me because I believe the torso and legs are just returning from the Lego Ninjago movie sets. The face is Misako's from the normal Lego Ninjago line, and the hairpiece is fairly common. Although I do really love this face print. You know, there's the alternate one with like the squintier eyes, and I think it's a great look for any figure. Here are the two smallest builds of this set. They're these little cherry blossom trees. Now, these are mirrored builds of each other, as you can see, and I really love these. Just the color of the white leaves with the red flowers, it just looks really good to me. You can see that they're using like that pumpkin piece from 2019 in red as a lantern, which is a fantastic parts usage. This is the same banner that was in the Lion Dance set. It says Da Ji Da Li, which means good luck. And then these larger banners are also printed. Like I said, there are no stickers in any of these sets. And this says Gong He Xin Qi, which means Happy New Year. Now, what I don't like about these builds is that it's super easy to knock the branches out of alignment because of the way they're constructed. Like, these can just bend all over the place. And I don't love that because it's really hard for them to, it's really hard to get them to stay up. Like, I feel like whenever I'm looking at these, they always fall down. And part of that's also because like of the weight of the larger banners. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, they look really good. So as long as you just try not to mess around with them too much, it'll probably be okay. So we're going to start off by looking at the food stall and the toy stall. Now, these are connected together by this little string of lights and lanterns with another one of those good luck banners in the middle. So we'll start by just looking at the food stall. Now, you can see that these stalls can like kind of be moved around. You can move in the sides, and then you can have like this piece with the chicken legs be up, or you can position it lying down. Now, I really like the food stall. It's got, again, that's the symbol for Fu, or fortune or blessings, up there. Then you've got kebabs cooking on the grill. These are meant to be little bao, I think, like barbecue pork buns and other fillings. I really love those. Bao is like some of my favorite Chinese food. And so I'm really happy to see like those with like the little faces printed on there. Those are BB-8 heads, by the way, which is, again, just like a really cool parts usage. Then we just have like those chicken legs or turkey legs, as I said. You've got little printed sweets over here, so waffles and cookies. These, like I said, I believe that they're meant to be candies, and you can kind of move like this little bouquet of them around. Then around the back, you've got like a little container from, oh, sorry, a little bit off camera, but you've got a little container right here for like parts to make more kebabs. You've got a stick for that, and then you also have like a meat cleaver off to the side. Around the back, you can see that there's a little lever as well as a printed tile, and this is actually the only stall that has enough room to stand a minifigure behind it. I mean, except for the Shadow Theater, I think. But you can put a minifigure right there, and so that's a really great look. The roof is built in a different way to some of the other stalls, so it's just made using like this clip piece. I don't really know how else to call it, just like layers of them lying down. Here's the toy stall. I think that this is probably my second favorite stall. These stalls are just so awesome and detailed. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I think that this is my second favorite. It's got all these little like pinwheel pieces. That's a brand new print, and you get 9 of these pinwheels plus a 10th as an extra. You've got balloons back here using like that specialized balloon bottom piece. There's more Chinese characters over here. I couldn't translate these as well. This one is saying something about bamboo, and then this one I think is saying something about blooming. Not 100% sure on those. I study Mandarin like in school, and then I also tried using Google Translate because my friend couldn't help me very much. But if anyone like knows like the proper translations, let me know in the comments. This one like angles in a lot more neatly than the last one did, which I really appreciate. And I like the consistent color scheme between the red and the flame yellowish orange. On this side, there's so many animals here. So you're getting a panda for the first time since like the original Lego Movie collectible minifigure series. There's a little bunny, there's a rat. You've got a little plane here. There's a rubber ducky back there. I really love that rubber ducky piece. So this plane, it's kind of hard to wedge it in between the balloons, but you can actually spin the propeller if you want, and it uses a boomerang piece for the tail, which again, just great parts usage. And I really like, I'm not even gonna try to fit it on, but I really like the way it's constructed. You've got like these roof tiles using these rounded pieces, which Lego's done a lot with the roofs in these sets. And then around the back, there's like a little box with a unicorn tile from Lego Dots. And then there is a little calculator tile as well. But like I said, there's no room to position someone back here. So that's like the one flaw to this build. All right, the last 2 stalls are like the Shadow Puppet Theater stall over here and the ceramics stall. So we'll start by looking at the ceramics stall. They're connected by the same string of lights and the good luck sign. This, I think, is my favorite stall. It's incredible. Just starting off on the left, there are so many nano figures here. You get 3 of each color in this set. You get 2 to like position around this thing, and then you get 1 extra of each. That's incredible. And I think that some of these are new colors. I don't know if they've done this like dark pink or this orange or like this. No, they have done this bright green. But the dark pink and the orange ones I think are new. And it just looks really awesome the way they positioned them, like all coming out like a bouquet. You can see that there's the foo tile repeated here. And then on the other side, you've got all of these ceramic like vases and things. And again, these are just like incredible builds. This is an unprinted BB-8 body in white with an unprinted BB-8 head, which I think is just really, really insane. There's minifigure heads with like those stamp pieces. Then over here, you've got a bowl piece. Lego does not use this bowl piece a lot, but it's printed with like this gold trim, and you get an extra one in the set. Like, I did not think that that was actually an extra piece. Around the back, there's another calculator tile. There's a little like feather piece and another like ceramic and another nano figure. So again, it's just really detailed, but there is no spot to stand a figure. You can just stand them behind there, but it would have been nice to get studs for one. And the roof is built in the exact same way to the toy stall, just in teal and sand green, which I think is a really nice color combination. So lastly, we have the Shadow Theater. This is also a really great build. You can see that there's a little basket full of those foo signs on the side, as well as one hanging up there. Then there's a basket full of fireworks. These are kind of hard to manage. They like to fall out a lot, but it's a nice look for the set, you know? And then in the middle, you have a new printed panel showing like Lego people on Lego horses. And so that's supposed to be like the Shadow Theater aspect of it. So if you spin this around to the back, you can see that you've got another one of those dragon head pieces and a person. Now, to me, that begs the question, how does a dragon head create a horse? Because there is no dragon on that panel, but there is a horse. So I think that that's kind of funny, but I think it's a really great feature. They could have tried putting in like some light to actually get it through, but that would have been really complicated. I think they did that in the Temple of Air Jitsu set, but it would have been a lot harder. This is also like on a window piece, so if these pieces weren't blocking it, you'd be able to fold it down. And this roof technique is one that they used in Ninjago City with just those upside down Technic bricks. Now here's the biggest build of this set. This is the temple like gate entrance. So it's very much a facade. I'll spin it around in just a second, but first I want to show you guys the exterior. I really love the way that they built these railings with like the ingot pieces and the scroll bricks. These are the same printed parts from the Lion Dance set. You've got more lanterns. You've got more of that same building design from the Lion Dance set with those teal pieces. And this whole thing just looks incredible. Same roof design as well. Like I said, Lego's loving like the use of these rounded pieces for these roofs, and it makes them look incredible. Now, you do have Chinese characters up in there. They translate to Xin Chun Miao Hui, which means Chinese New Year Temple Fair in Mandarin. I love that. I think that that's really cute that it's got like the name of the set on the front. And so that's pretty much all I have to say about the front. You do have these steps. They're actually built separately and then just like connected onto the front, which was an interesting design. And then spinning it around to the back, you can see that there is a little bit of depth right there. But once you spin it around completely, there's no depth inside. It's all just flat. On the one hand, that's slightly disappointing because it would have been nice to get a little bit of depth. On the other hand, it's just the entrance to a temple, and this allows you to push it up flush against the wall. One thing I really hate about this build is these plants in front. I always thought that they looked really nice, but it wasn't until I actually started building them that I realized that they're built with all kinds of illegal techniques. Like, these pieces are not meant to be attached in this way. Like, you can see that none of these pieces are sitting on there properly, and a lot of them are just bending the stalks in like unnatural ways, especially right there. So I was really disappointed to see this in an official Lego set because it's just stressing the pieces where it shouldn't, and nothing is attaching as securely as it should. And so I don't like that. I wish they would have found a different way to build those plants. And before we finish looking at the set, let's just take a closer look in here so you can see those windows back there. The sides of the entrance are actually built up with like crate pieces, which was an interesting technique. And then there's a closer look at those printed tiles from the Lion Dance set. It's like an ornamental design. And then above it is like a Chinese dragon, which is a really great print. And then, like I said, just the way that they built the roof. And then you've got these dragon hilt pieces from Ninjago coming off the side. It is a little bit weird to have to have this be the focal point of the set and then there's not really anything to do with it. But I love it because of how detailed it is and how amazing it looks on display. Here are the extra parts for the set. There's quite a lot. And like I said, there's just so many amazing ones, like this bowl, the little pinwheel piece, and then, like I said, each color of Nano figure. It's a really great selection, and I'm glad that Lego gave us so many cool extras. Here's the box for the set. It's that typical $100, $120 box size, and it's got that beautiful Chinese New Year art with the red border and like the Year of the Rat symbol and everything. There's the back of the box with all of those insets showing what you can do with the different stalls and everything. There are 3 instruction manuals for the set. The way that it works is first you build like 2 of the stalls and 1 of the cherry trees. Then you build the temple gate, and then you finish it off with the other 2 stalls and the last cherry tree. Now, the back of this manual has an ad for some Ninjago Legacy sets, which is interesting. And then the back of the big one has like that big Chinese New Year like complete set ad with both of the sets together. I have made a video with both of these together, so check that out if you want to see them like all placed into one scene because it's really amazing. So overall, I think that this is a fantastic set. It's insanely detailed and it's very good value for the price in my opinion. $120 and you get like this many minifigures, all of these amazing prints, all of these amazing pieces. It's definitely worth the money in my opinion. I think that I feel like everyone should get this, to be honest. Like, this is something so unique in Lego, getting a set that's so authentic, and it's really incredible. I cannot recommend these Chinese New Year sets enough. I think that they're some of the best things that Lego's ever put out. I really hope that this line continues in 2021 because I would love to see more Chinese New Year sets like this. And just releasing 1 or 2 a year is perfect because it's not too hard to collect them. So yeah, I really hope Lego never lets up on this. And again, it's so deluxe to have everything printed and still have like such a great like price per part ratio and such a great amount of minifigures. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on this set. It's perfect basically. So go out and get it if you're interested in it. That's it for today. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.